We just concluded our total body skin exam from head to toe, and Janet has we stepped into a gown initially so that we could do a complete exam, and now she's dressed so that we can talk a little bit about prevention and what to look for between our visits.
Yeah, and I want to let everybody out there know, this being my very first session, I was a little bit nervous coming in, but it was painless, easy, and highly recommended. So if you haven't come in, highly recommend coming in and seeing Dr. Lotsikas because she's fantastic.
It's very important monthly, just like we do our monthly breast exams and for our own health, to be aware of our body and what's happening. So key things to look for yourself as well as anybody else who's listening. Anything that's asymmetrical, has irregular borders, different colors, growing size. I say greater than a pencil tip eraser. It doesn't have to be. It can be small and dark. That's something that's new and changing. And something that was flat that's become elevated.
Right there.
Okay, so 50% of melanomas arise de novo, which is basically completely out of the blue. You didn't have the mole before, and now it's there, it's new, it's growing and changing. 50%, the other 50% arise from moles that have been there. That's something that you have pre-existing that's changing. So for most people who just have some moles, and it's good to come in once a year, but if you have a family history of melanoma, we might have you come in more regularly. If you have a personal history of any type of skin cancer, basal cell, squamous cell, precancers, we might come in twice a year. If you actually have a personal history of melanoma, depending on when it was diagnosed, we might see it closer intervals every 3 months. There's certain protocols that we follow that are recommended for the well-being of our patients. So that would be something that would be individualized per person. Okay. The difference between an SPF of 15 and an SPF of 30 is the SPF 15 blocks about 93% of the sun's bad rays, and SPF 30 or above is about 98 to 99. Once you get over 30, there's not a huge difference between a 50 or a 70. It's certainly fine to use that, but there's not the big difference. The difference is between the 15 and the 30, so that's what I recommend to my patients. Okay. Also very important, if you're out in the sun, reapplying the sunblock, even if it says all day or last 8 hours, that's not necessarily true. It gets broken down by the sun, by heat, by sweat, etc. So it really is necessary to reapply our sunblock every 2 hours if we're actively in the sun. If we're going and we're going to be at work all day, maybe not so much unless you're going to go out for a walk at lunch or something to that nature. But otherwise you want to reapply it. Also another point we spoke about, wearing sunscreen all year round.
Yes.
So sunscreen is not just for the beautiful, lovely, sunny spring and summer days. We need to wear sunscreen if it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's cloudy. UVA, which is what causes sun damage, which causes skin cancer, comes through window glass, comes through window pane, driving in your car, as well as just being around. So even if it's cloudy outside, that doesn't mean that UVA, which is the damaging rays that causes the skin cancer, still is there. So that's why it's important to use it all the time. And I think that's something really important, because we think, oh, it's not sunny, it's not hot outside, we don't need to wear it. But that's furthest from the truth.
I'd like to thank both ladies today for being great sports, a good patient, a great doctor. Again, we're at the Chevy Chase Cosmetic Center in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Remember, May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Watch your body while you're doing your monthly breast exam. Check your skin. This is important, and it could save your life.